A lot of people think that Germany is a rich and wealthy country. That's kind of true. Still, there's something more behind this. When I talk to some friends with immigration background and those friends go home to the countries where relatives live and visit them, and they come back and they tell me sometimes really strange stories that people in other countries, in more poor countries compared to Germany, often think we are all rich and wealthy people in Germany. Sometimes even we don't have to work. Even we have the hard-working engineering image. Anyway, so and streets full of gold, land of milk and honey. That's not true. And I want to talk with you about poverty in Germany and the distribution of fortune. When we have some numbers that 3.1 million people live below the poverty limit in Germany. 3.1 million people. Compared 2008, it were only 2.5 million, so it's a rise of 24%. The next thing is those people that live in the street to go into those or below those poverty limit have a 16.1% of Germans, or the population in Germany, live a little bit over the poverty limit, but are in a threat and in a danger to fall below those poverty limit in Germany. And you are considered as poor in Germany when you have as a single less than 979 euro per month for you. Or as a family with 2 kids is 2056 euro. With this number, a lot of people say, oh, it's a big amount of money. Sure, compared to other countries outside of the European Union or even inside Europe, but you have to see it as Germany as a country and how the distribution of fortune is considered there. Because when you're below the poverty limit, you cannot participate at social life at its fullest, and you kind of hold back to develop something, your personality, and participate, as I mentioned, in society and put something effort into your life. So living below the poverty limit or living in threat to come below the poverty limit is a big social issue. And not only in Germany, it's worldwide a problem. That the distribution of fortune is a factor how equal or how fair a society is. Some more numbers I have there. 379,000 people could not afford to pay the rent regular. So there were cases where those with 379,000 people that couldn't pay the rent regular in some way. The other number is 417,000 people, also 2013, could not heat the rooms regular or on a level that was necessary in winter. So they have to save the money for heating and have to live in a cold apartment or room and have to put on extra clothes. 538,000 people cannot afford a regular meal every day. This means they have a warm regular meal only every second day. And with 345,000 people were cut off electricity more than once because they could not pay the electricity bill. And how is fortune distributed in Germany? Compared to international fortune distribution, Germany is in the middle. Compared to European Union, it's one of the lowest. So we have one of the most unfair fortune distribution in Europe. 20% of society own about 62%. Or some other number, 10% of the society own property or money or whatever with an amount of 800,000 euro compared to the other 90% that only own 17,000 euro. And 0.5% of the society, these are 350,000 people, own the same as 90% of the German society, which are 63 million people. So the distribution of fortune is not really fair. And this is, as I mentioned, a big social issue. It's not about communism and make everyone equal, but when, and it's a worldwide phenomenon of capitalism at all, a mistake in the system or whatever, that when people live in a big gap, that some people are really rich and wealthy and more people are poor or living to survive only. It's more and more common that you cannot survive without a job. And they say, yeah, the job situation is good in Germany, but you earn less and less money. The wages, I mentioned in some other videos, the wages are not really rising. And the numbers that people get poor or reaching the poverty limit are also rising. And this can lead to social disaster, social problems, when people are so poor that they cannot concentrate to live a good life, participate in society, and in the end it will lead to some clash. And this will not be good for anyone, I think so. So it should be an issue that not only a few people own more and get more wealthy and more rich, and the 99% of us, we are the 99%, have almost nothing or work to survive. And this will lead to some kind of revolution maybe. So, I don't know. I just want to give you some numbers and that you see that Germany is a rich country, wealthy country in general, but the gap is getting bigger. And all those numbers are related to people that have a job. So these are not jobless people where you say, okay, they have no job and so on. All working people, so you cannot make enough, more and more people cannot make a living with even a full-time job. And the situation gets more bad and bad. So guys, thanks for watching. Comment below. Put on your opinion. I always like your opinions. Thumbs up if you like the video. Share the videos, whatever. Thanks for watching again, guys, and cheers.